Buenas tardes, mi gente. Bienvenidos a otro videito más de mi canal de Delta Fall. Y vamos a reaccionar al stream de Delta Fall de la Season 5, que empieza el 9 de julio. Pero yo lo podré jugar antes. Entonces, comencemos. A ver qué nos va a traer. Nueva. Ya yo lo vi anteriormente. No he podido hacer stream porque tengo bastante problemas con el internet, pero puedo subir video. Vamos, esto va a comenzar ahora. Vamos a ver qué nos traen. De la nueva operadora. Y empecemos.
All right, everyone, welcome to today's stream where we will be walking you through everything new, exciting coming to Delta Falls in the latest season break, which will be coming July 9th. My name is Joe, I'm a PR and communications manager here at Team Jade, and I'm joined by Cal, who is our community manager, and of course, two wonderful developers. We have Seth.
Hi everyone.
And also Kai. We have a very good show ahead of us, and just please bear in mind that everything you say today comes from a work in progress build, which means everything you say doesn't represent the final look of the game. And we are very confident to deliver a very good patch this summer, right, gentlemen?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So for today's stream, we'll be taking a look at the new season break. The biggest update for Delta Force so far. There's tons of new content, improvements, and lovely surprises we can't wait to show you. What you saw on our social media is just a bare surface of what we have in store for you. And we'll be diving into the juicy stuff right now.
And speaking of good stuff in store for you, we do have enabled drops for TikTok and Twitch. So if you're watching from those platforms, make sure you grab those sweet rewards while watching. Also, during today's stream, we will be giving 3 very awesome redeem codes available to everyone. So make sure you stay until the very end of this show. And we are in a very lovely setting to do today's stream, right?
Yep, because we cooked something very different this time for our operations mode. Let's take a look.
Hark has brought about the dawn of a new age.
Esta es la prisión.
Now, my friends, insatiable tumor has descended upon this land, plundering our homes, harming our families, but threatening the bright future of Asara. For too long they have gone unchallenged, and they have infested the very core of our society. We must drive these rats out. Now is the time for change. Now is the time for judgment.
Luna.
Let me detect first.
Welcome to the asylum! From madness to freedom!
Interesante.
Stay on high alert. Don't let Havoc's lackeys escape.
Well, that's certainly a lot of stuff to take in, right, gentlemen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Obviously. It also explained why we're behind bars. So, Seth, can you tell us a bit more about this new map?
Well, sure. What you just saw is a map called Tide Prisons. It is a new operation map within this new seasons, and it is by far the most complex, interesting, and ambitious map we have introduced to Delta Force.
Fascinating. What's the story behind it?
Well, let's say the story is heavily tied to our new operators, which I think we will talk about later. So I don't want to spoil too much here. But let's say you play as a GTI and you are in this prison for a rescue missions that went very, very wrong. So in order to get in, you must disguise yourselves as a prisoners to infiltrate the facility.
Okay, so we are going in as prisoners. So it means no gun, no weapon, not even a pencil.
Yeah, no, you will need to retrieve all of your gears. This is part of the challenge, we think. And to be honest, we want to create something really unique and interesting for you. Breaking free from a full-fledged secret prisons armed with cutting-edge technology, made like corridors and secret passages, and this is really something we want to create.
I do like how we need to actually find a ID card from the food tree, which is always a fantasy of mine. Like, it's super interesting.
Yeah.
And do you think we will be having like maybe multiple escape routes for players to choose from in this map?
Sure, you bet it. And that is just part of the fun. There are several like other routes and all sorts of surprises and puzzles. And in case like you must work together and with your teammates to get out.
Yeah, working together with your teammates, obviously, just like that fantastic fist fight, wonderful for a Friday evening or morning, wherever you are,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty fun.
Yeah, okay, gentlemen, we just covered the extraction part. So, how about the shooter gameplay?
Oh, in terms of combat, we really want to create something that gives you the prisons on an island vibe. So you can pretty much expect something very different from our existing maps. So prison is run by like Havik, right? So naturally they will have
Ahí
some
nos están
shading
explicando
experiments here,
las misiones
and
que hay que
you will
hacer
want
ahí
that
adentro
data.
de la
But
prisión.
retrieving such a high value target is not like walk in the park. So we have designed a lot of like very dynamic tasks. It is not only responsible those responsible troops is, but your squads like must fight together to fight together to get away from the prisons and
Right.
running out. Yeah.
We can see it's pretty intense. We have puzzles. We have to cross the death bridge where it just explodes in the air and we just fall all into the water. And now we have this kind of Mission Impossible kind of scenario here, which is pretty exciting for players about, right?
Yeah, and the prison even have a self-defense system,
una
and there's
extracción.
waters going to flood the whole prisons, and you must like fight your way out while time is running out.
I mean, it's probably going to get pretty wet, but as long as we have our pew pew toy here, I think we should be good.
Yeah, so it is like definitely there's like a lot of highlight in our internal playtest, and we have a lot of tension, like crazy tensions while we are having our playtest.
Right. And
And-
I'm Pretty sure that's true, right, Kyle?
Yeah, that's right. And this, it reminds me craziness. Speaking of crazy, our new boss, Raven, is nothing short of crazy, right?
Sure. We can all agree from the trailer that
Ese es el
you
nuevo
must
jefe.
face a riot on top of a Alliance, so unpredictable enemies while all hell will break loose.
That definitely sounds like a hell of a prison time.
Yeah, and we have designed the map to fulfill players' prison break fantasies, and this map is really packed with stuff and fun things to do.
I think one of our designers actually went to Alcatraz, right?
Yep, and he had a good time there, like 100% voluntarily.
Eso como
Yeah,
lo
I believe you
diseñaron, como lo crearon.
Anyway, just expect the unexpected on your escape routes. You may run into killing lasers, and I'm not kidding.
Killing lasers, just like the movie, right?
You will extract with style.
Yeah, and since this is an island, we thought it would be cool that players can swim and dive.
Which means
Yes, players can now swim and dive in Delta Force. We've wanted to do it for a long time, and I'm so happy that we're finally doing it. It is also created a lot of fun for players to explore underwater areas and, of course, get some cool loot.
Getting cool loot is always appreciated. So you can afford, expensive. Also, tell me, Seth, can we maybe as players, we go under the water? Can we fire from under the water?
No, you cannot fire, but you can always get shot.
Okay,
Okay.
gentlemen, let's maybe get positive for a second. Here is stream reward number 1. Go to the game and redeem within 48 hours before it's gone.
Ahí
for
tienen
good.
el código.
We're also adding a sweet new feature to operations, right?
Yeah, we are adding like collection rooms for players to showcase their precious loot. It is a glorious full displays for your past victories, and you can walk around and look at your shiny things.
Looking at shiny things.
Yeah, it's called collection rooms, as you can see in the video.
I like how we are giving players this sense of fulfillment. Right now, it looks a lot of, empty slots to fill.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do.
Wonderful. And that is everything for operations in this new season. We have a new map, Hide Prison, a high-tech secret prison controlled by Hav, and home to some of the most dangerous inmates in
Esto es para
Azeroth.
operaciones, mi
Players
gente.
will disguise as prisoners and work together to find their way out via bridged prison break routes, including killer lasers.
And of course, we have a new boss who looks very interesting. And what you just saw, Operation Flatline is very adrenaline rushing and exciting as well. And of course, right now you can swim and dive in Operation with this new map, which is of course very interesting.
And we're really excited as this map is so ambitious, super fun, and so much refreshing things to do.
Yeah, I think players will definitely like it. Maybe we should answer some questions now.
Yeah, indeed, Chad, you have been really awesome. If you have any questions, just let us know.
Yeah, just leave a comment.
So what do we have here? Solo mode for Hide Prison. So says,
Oh, that's
you
a
think
really...
we'll add solo mode to Hide Prison?
Oh, that's really a good question. I think if you guys like it, we may consider adding it like in the futures. But right now, we do not have a solo mode for the
For this
present.
new map,
Yeah,
right?
for this new
Right.
map.
Yeah, I guess players, you have to stay tuned. And the next question, let's see. I see a lot of C word there. So console news. You'll
Console
find
news,
out. You'll
yeah.
find out.
There's a spoiler there.
Yeah, you'll find out later. So we got one more
wow.
question. Are we going to be able to swim in Space City?
Oh,
So you're saying you want to add water
To
on
Space City.
Wow.
that's a
that's
really
really-
interesting idea.
That's a future.
Yeah.
Taking notes, gentlemen.
Yeah,
taking
taking notes.
notes.
Maybe we add that in
Thank you
our
very much.
development
keep
notes.
Talking, keep talking.
Yes, yes.
We'll let you know whenever we have that added to the game. Please just follow our social media for the latest news.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going.
Wonderful. Now let's maybe talk about
entonces,
warfare. And
que
for
en
that,
es-
we are going to get some sign.
En Space City no se puede nadar. solamente en el mapa de prisión nada. Vamos a ver eso es en extracción. Vamos a ver qué nos dicen en conflicto bélico.
Shine, but that's not always guaranteed. Oh, actually, before that, let's maybe talk to some of our close friends because we have some very wonderful creators from across the world. Let's maybe get one of them to dial in right now. Oh, hey, Sammy.
Pleasure.
Oh man,
Thank you for having me, and thank you guys for trusting me to represent the operations community. I do have some questions from my community. You guys are willing to answer them for us here.
Sure.
shoot.
Very
All right.
well.
I feel like for operations, I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that the cheating situation is a little rough right now. And rightfully, I mean, it's an extraction game. We deal with this in extraction communities a lot. And I think what I'm looking to see in this new update, or at least get a timeline for, is the cheater compensation. I'm wondering if and when we get consistent cheater comp, will it be for every cheater, and will it include loot found and ammo brought in? Like, is this gonna be mainly for the gear that we bring in, or also all the collectibles and things that we find along the way?
Okay, I think speaking of community, I can take this question. So the cheating problem has always been serious. Every FPS game has it, and like if you follow our social media, we do have like a weekly security report detailing how many cheaters we banned for like 10 years, EMA bans and everything. So we want to make it loud and clear. We take this issue very seriously, and we'll weed out every cheater until they're no more. And when it comes to compensations, I see posts or comments on our social all the time, and some of you can get it faster. Some of you may not get it faster because it does take some time for us to review every cheating behavior. Just to be fair, we don't want to ban the wrong person, but we definitely need to ban the right person. And if it's a fair call, we'll definitely return your loot and whatever you're losing. Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, appreciate that. I got another question for you guys here. There are some maps currently, maybe possibly due to the rotation right now, but there are some maps that maybe are getting a little bit less love. Someone in North America might have a hard time queuing into Lay Alley, and for new players that are also trying to complete their missions, that's been kind of tough for them. Is there any plan to fix some of the less populated maps?
Yeah, I think I've also speaking from the community. I've seen tons of people talking about long queuing times and less loved maps. It's hard to get into those maps. So we're constantly, I can tell you, we're constantly looking at these maps, and we're monitoring the populations and try to find out the golden time for each area, so more players can have the optimal matchmaking and a queuing experience. And we'll also announce the new operation rotation in the seasonal announcement, so you can refer to it whether your favorite map is in your golden time.
Awesome. Okay. I got one more question for you here, kind of as a two-parter. It's about solos. And I know that you said for the new map that if we have enough interest, maybe you'll have some solos for it. But the rest of the maps for us solo players, sometimes it's tough when, as of right now, there's no loot protection for kills when you're playing with fills. So first question is, will there be loot protection? And second question is there going to be a roadmap for solo modes in our current maps?
You're asking, will we implement solo map to some of other maps, including Zero Dam, Is that in our plan?
I think we I think if the community's voice is like it's like
Huge.
yeah, it's like huge, because we also like thinking about the query times. Yeah, we don't want like players went into solo modes and need to wait for a long time to actually find the match. So we are always like monitoring those like letters, or like how much players want to went into the solo mode. So if you guys really want solo mode, just let us know in the chats. Yeah, thank you so much.
I think it's like a roasting chicken kind of situation. Like you need to balance all sorts of factors, like popularity of the map, like the amount of queuing time, and also if it's a fair match or not really. So it's really all about making the right balance decision. And what's really important is our community has been telling us what's working and what's not working, what they like.
Ellos están hablando que van a implementar mapas para solitario, pero tienen que verificar a ver cuál va a ser el matchmaking para poder complementar el matchmaking lo más rápido.
Like and what they don't like, and we really appreciate that. And please keep that coming to us so we can make overall matchmaking experience better for everyone. And of course, that includes our North American players.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. That was my final question. So I'm being told I can promote where I stream. I stream on YouTube and Twitch if you guys want to watch me. You guys can look me up if not. But guys, thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure supporting and representing the operations community. And thank you so much. This looks like an awesome update.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
so
it.
much.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Take care, man.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get back to that long-awaited sunshine part, because again, it's summer and it's really important we get some proper sunshine here, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now let's take a look at what we have offered in Warfare mode.
Esto es en el modo conflicto bélico.
The Raven is obviously using us, but his intel checks out.
Ese es el nuevo
Havoc has
mapa.
reactivated this old missile base in their bid to force the world into submission. These weapons threaten the very backbone of humanity. This won't stand. We'll storm the beaches, breach the bunkers, and extract the poison that they planted in this territory. We will turn their missiles against them and drown them in a nightmare of their own creation.
The success of Havoc's Skynet weapons project relies on this ICBM base. It is the sword that extends our deterrence radius, the catalyst for our dream of building the new world. But the deranged Raven exposed it by releasing its coordinates to GTI. Since they want to make it the center of a new global storm, it shall be so.
Sí, se va a poder nadar en conflicto bélico. El nuevo mapa de conflicto bélico. Va a haber mucho cambio climático, se ve brutal. Uy, va a haber mucha destrucción.
Hi guys.
Hey, welcome back, brother. It's good to have you back with us, and we love a good Warfare update. Now, we just saw the new map, and can you maybe tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of the background, both maps, the one from Operations and Warfare, they're tightly connected to this season's story progression. So we will leave the plot for players to discover. But in short, GTI was made aware of ICBMs secretly operated by HAFK during the prison operation, and they felt a response is urgently needed, so a conflict just breaks out.
Thank you, brother. That must be really thrilling for our players. Now, Kai, tell us a bit more about what players can actually expect from this map.
Yeah, so as you can see from the trailer, this map spans across land, air, and sea. Thanks to the introduction of a swimming and diving system.
Warfare?
Yeah, to Warfare, yeah.
Wow.
This is the first time ever the players in Delta Force can truly traversal and fight across, well, land, air, and sea. With this map is designed with this in mind. So for the bread and butter part, with the infantry fighting experience, we have created various terrain types. Yeah, so including hills and abandoned forts, ICBM site, dock. So players can engage in deadlock, flank their enemy, or this is the new one. So you can dive through the secret underwater tunnel and surprise the enemy behind their back.
That sounds really fantastic, and I just love we have such a diverse map, and it's going to pack so much fun for our players. And we also saw a lot of vehicle footage from the trailer before, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we saw tons of jet skis. So
jet skis.
Yeah, this is an island map, right? So why not? Yeah, right? So and also air vehicle are also incredibly handy here. As you can see, the chopper in the trailer.
Speaking of the trailer, we also saw the moment when the weather changes. What was that?
Well, good eye. Well, this map is actually called Cyclone for good reason. So we are introducing dynamic weather to Delta Force with this map, and players will encounter gushing winds and torrential rain, and this brings more dynamic to the battlefield and make your combat feel even more tense and immersive.
Well, it's going to ruin someone's summer vacation, but to bring even more fun for our players, I say it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. And now we also have some exciting news for our mobile players for Warfare mode, because we hear a lot of you want shorter games in Warfare on mobile, and that's what we are going to do with this update. So there you have it. We will have faster Warfare games on mobile platforms. So have your fun and in a much faster pace.
Yeah. And we actually have something new related to Sky, right? So we're adding jazz to the season after season break. Just saying.
Wait.
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, we may need some time to process it.
Jets.
I know, right?
Okay. Let's continue. So, is there anything else we should look forward to in the future after season break?
Yeah. So we're also working on an Egypt-themed warfare map, and here's a quick look. And I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And also in this work, enhance the destruction. We want to make the battlefield feel more real and immersive. So we're working hard to deliver enhanced destruction in the future for Delta Force.
Right.
Yeah, as you can see here.
It's pretty interesting. We have this more vivid and convincing destruction of structures, and also what's that guy's problem with that lamp? That lamp is completely innocent.
Yeah.
But all for good fun, right? All for good fun. Now, in terms of good fun, we saw the new map. Let's dial back to season break, because we have this awesome new map we want to talk about a little bit more, which is Cyclone, and it's super massive. It has the depth for a lot of really chaotic infantry and vehicle combat. So a more strategic approach would really work wonders here, which I'm wondering, do we have any news regarding Victory Unite?
Definitely. So for the new season, we are bringing some, it's actually tons of improvements for Victory Unite. For those who haven't tried, Victory United is a mini mode in Warfare, and you need to reach a certain rank to play. During these games, each faction will elect its own commander, and who has a dedicated chat to talk with squad captains, marking high-value targets, so on and so on. So basically, Victory United is a slower and more tactical, coordinated experience.
Okay, so let's maybe talk about the improvements we're introducing in this new season.
Yeah, sure. So the first thing is, and we have heard from players a lot of times, is that Victory Unite games are too long, and often teams are in tight deadlocks. And we wanted to change that. So there will be one new call-in support that drastically reduces responding time. And we also wanted to make commanders feel even more enabled. And so we have created a brand new map feature. So players in commander role will be supported with one-stop real-time information, scoreboard, and the squad management. And they can also launch call-in support right from the map.
That actually sounds amazing. I think players will definitely appreciate it. Here's something else we think players will also appreciate. Another round of stream rewards. Claim yours within 2 days to get sweet rewards, and we'll have more coming during stream, so stay with us.
That's a lot of very lovely, sweet loot for players. Like, you don't have to play the game to get this really awesome loot from us. That's really nice. Now, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please take screenshot because we have even more good stuff coming up ready for you. And actually, Kai, I think this is a feature that's been requested by our community for a very long time. And can we talk about that as well?
Yeah, the one more thing.
More thing.
Why not? Yeah. So, I mean, we are adding distinctive visual cues for both sides of Warfare.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
En cada equipo se va a diferenciar entre las skins. Esto es un bando a la izquierda y este es otro bando a la derecha. Skins diferentes, de diferentes colores, de cada operador. Muy bien implementado. Eso me gusta porque así ahora en el mapa tú vas a ver que no todos vamos a ser iguales.
Yeah, so a lot of players have been requesting this feature, so we are adding this to the Warfare mode. Yeah.
That's really, really awesome. And I think this is a very, very meaty update for Warfare mode. Like, we have this awesome new map, which is Cyclone. It's a tropical island packing a lot of infantry and vehicle combat. We are adding swimming and diving to Warfare mode with this map as well. So it's going to get even more interesting, and players will have even more options to plan their routes as well. Also introducing with this new map is dynamic weather. Players will have torrential rain and gushing wind, which makes the battlefield feels even more immersive and thrilling. Of course, we will be bringing a suite of improvements to Victory Unite, which will get a new calling support to greatly reduce respawn time, which is greatly requested feature, and also a brand new map interface for commander players to really know what's happening on the map, and also launch calling support directly from the map, which is super handy. And of course, we will be shortening mobile gameplay time for Warfare mode, which is really, really wonderful. But Kyle, I think we also have something else planned in the long term, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of new content. I just want to take a real quick recap in case you missed it. So remember, shorter games on mobile starting with this season and just coming next season after season break.
That's really wonderful. And I think that's pretty much everything for Warfare. But before we move to the next part, chat, we want to hear your questions. So just shoot. We are looking very intently at our small screen.
Yeah, okay, cool. Love the visual cues between GTI and Havk. So appreciate the love, and support. So
thank you.
I think with this feature, we do want to implement more emphasis on our lore, backstory, right?
Yeah, exactly. And to improve the immersive for the gameplay.
Yeah, cool. And let's take two more questions. Mobile controller support. So looking at the social comments and community requests, this is oftentimes requested by our players, and we understand players who are used to play mobile FPS. They do have this habit to use controller support, and that's definitely I think in our radar. We'll do more research and see if we can deliver it, at a more ideal time.
Measured.
Que la gente le está preguntando que si se va a poder usar controles para móvil, y ellos están diciendo que ahora no, pero en un futuro sí, para evitar conflictos, o los van a meter en un servidor diferente para que jueguen con control. Eso es lo que le está diciendo.
Yeah, ideal time. We'll definitely keep you posted on our social media. Yep.
Y que estén
I
pendientes que
think
ellos van.
we can take one more question. Nerf Luna.
Nerf Luna. Okay.
Yeah. I don't really know, to be honest.
Joe, do you have any PR perspective of it?
I'm a Stinger main, but
No
I think
saben hacer
players will be
preguntas.
happy to know
¿Por qué
that we
nerfear a
are
Luna?
actually going to buff other operators with this update. So obviously there are Luna players out there who will be affected if we nerf her. But we also want to make the games feel more dynamic and fair towards other operators and their players. So we are going to bring some buffs and love to other operators. And also because with introduction of, well, what we're going to be talking very soon, we are going to mix and match the roster dynamic even more. So in short, we will be buffing other operators, and we will be keeping a close eye on your feedback. So we will see what happens, and we will be very eager to hear your feedback.
Okay.
Ellos van a
Thank you,
estar
chat.
pendientes a
I think
su
it's high time that
feedback.
we move forward.
Right. Maybe we could have one more creator to represent the Warfare community because it's only fair, right?
Yeah.
I'm just checking my phone every 5 seconds to see if someone is calling in. Yes, Rose Smith, welcome to our little stream today.
Oh, man.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi.
Good.
Excited to have
So
you,
yeah,
and we
excited to be here as well. So yeah, my name's Roast. I'm a mobile and PC content creator for Delta Force. Firstly, congrats for bringing Delta Force to the market on both mobile and PC. It's a fantastic game. It's lots of fun. Everyone on the mobile side especially loves it. So I've got a few questions from the PC side first. So we know, I've played a ton of Warfare mode, and I think the big problem right now, or not a big problem, but a small problem is the current game modes can kind of feel quite repetitive, like Attack and Defend or King of the Hill. Right now, the only few incentives is to either play for Mandel bricks or to grind the ranked leaderboards. So will we see any sort of new incentives, rewards added in Warfare mode in Season 5 or beyond?
I will answer this question with another
Las
direction.
preguntas de este
So,
creador son bien
as you
estúpidas.
can feel, we are enhanced on the Victory Unite mode in season break, and after season break, we gonna keep working on the Victory Unite more and more, and we will adding more credits and the presence to Victory Unite line. So that will different from the current main game mode like Attack and Defense and the King of Hills. So yeah, we for your question of the repeatedly playing that the Attack and Defense and King of Hill, we will suggesting and we will do more work on the Victory Unite. So you will get a very dynamic game experience from that mode later on. Yeah.
Speaking of more game content in Warfare, we already have the new map here, and new vehicle and new device. I think that's also a big plus.
Yeah.
Which
Awesome.
we will
Yeah, the
show
new
in
map
a
looks
very
great.
very short time, right?
Yeah, the new map
But
looks
I
great.
get
Looking forward
we
to
are
playing it.
also right. Sorry, Ross. I assume that you are also wondering if we want to introduce maybe a little more, other mini modes to Warfare in the future. And I think the question is pretty self-explanatory. Yes, we will. We want to do it in a controlled and measured way, so players are always delighted with the content we are providing. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. My last question on the PC side or PC console side, I think it's safe to say a big chunk of players are looking forward to the console launch of Delta Force. Can you guys share any more updates there? I know you touched base on a question about controller support being added to Delta Force Mobile, which is a big thing as well. And again, the mobile space is growing every day, and there's new devices and stuff that we can actually connect to our phones, like controllers, backbones. So I guess, yeah, my first question is any sort of updates on console launch, and then the controller support for mobile as well, which I think you've already touched base on. So,
well, before anybody answers this question right here, I just want to speak as a community manager. Like, my daily experience looking through the comments of every social post, goes without saying that which is the number one comment console launch, the C word.
Yeah,
So,
the C word,
yeah.
which we hear and we really do hear. But sadly, at this very moment, there's really nothing more we can spill the beans. But we do hope we can talk about console soon. And regarding the controller support for mobile devices, I believe it has already been covered by Kyle earlier when we were answering to the chat. But in short, this is something we are considering, and we want to, if we want to do it in the future, we want to make sure that we can achieve a measured and, of course, a fair situation to really enable those players prefer to play the game on mobile with a controller. Also, other mobile players will not feel the disadvantage because of their input of choice.
And one more thing, speaking as a community manager, I do want to thank our community, for all the patience and support the console community. It's been such a, it's been quite a wait, and
yeah. I mean, people comment because they care, and we do appreciate that.
Yes.
True. Oh. And it means even more work for Kai, who's sitting here.
Yeah, right.
But it's Friday evening, so bro, you can be off.
Yeah, we do.
It'll be worth it, trust me. I guess for the mobile side of things, obviously performance, device performance has been sort of a big concern even into the build up to Delta Force Mobile. So has Season 5 introduced any optimizations or improvements for lower end devices on mobile?
I think I can take this question. Starting
De
from
verdad que el
the
tipo
previous
hace,
season,
como creador,
we
hace
put
unas
out
preguntas bien
a list
estúpidas.
of,
Lógicamente,
devices that we enable, higher resolutions, the maximum, visual quality, and with each season, that's our goal. We want to, cover as many as mobile players, whether they're using high-end devices or they're using some old devices, passed down by their grandparents. Our goal is to run Delta Force on, as many as devices smoothly, and stay tuned to our announcements so we can share more list of devices that we optimize.
But mobile performance optimization and overall experience optimization has always been a priority for us, especially when it comes to mobile version works. So we will be detailing this a little bit more with our full patch notes coming later.
Yes.
And it's a lot of work as well.
Yes,
but we've done it.
Make sure you read it.
Yeah, he read it.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Awesome. Yeah, the game's very optimized on mobile anyway, so you guys are doing great work. I guess my last question for mobile is, will Delta Force Mobile include all of the stuff from Season 5 from PC, like Space City Hard Mode, obviously the new Prism map, and will the Black Hawk Down campaign ever drop on mobile?
Well, I think I can also take this question because if you remember, starting from last season, we didn't open up all the operations mode all at once. Like, we tested for a while and we see how our community react to it, and we see how the population is located, and we made the best ideal rotation, and then we open up Space City Normal on mobile, and that's the goal we're looking forward to, and we'll continue to walk down this path, do more research, do more testing before we're confident to put more maps of different difficulties on mobile.
Yeah, I will say that our players have been fantastic teachers for us to let us know what they want, what they like, and our end goal, of course, is try to limit, to break this barrier that takes time for us to really go and achieve that position. But your help and patience and understanding and feedback really helps us along the way, and we do appreciate that.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I think that's all my questions. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Keep doing good work, and it's a pleasure meeting you guys.
Here, but I hope that's okay. It's bound to happen. We are behind bars, and internet here is not the best. So apologies for the small hiccup. And we just want to say we do appreciate all the chat and everything, and we want to welcome the newcomers to our stream as well. And to really give you a quick recap on what we have covered already, we are introducing a brand new map to operations, which is Ted Prison. This is a high-tech prison run by Havoc, and players will have to infiltrate as prisoners, and they will lose all of alive, but also because this is a prison on an island, so you will be able to swim and dive, and we will be adding a lot of interesting underwater areas for you to explore. And of course, we will be introducing a pretty interesting new boss.
Solamente se podrá hacer en el mapa de prisión. En los demás mapas todavía. No me diga. Mi gente, discúlpenme, pero es que el internet se cayó. Vamos a seguir. Problemas técnicos acá. Vamos a continuar.
And the vision cues to indicate your side.
That's really nice. And speaking of nice things, let's maybe see a fresh new face as well.
Don't worry.
Esta es la nueva operadora.
We need to evacuate.
We're halfway through the procedure. Interrupting it now puts the patient at risk.
Then that leaves us with one option.
Tempest.
Claire Ann Byers, call sign Assault Operator. Claire, an athlete and extreme sports enthusiast, was treated by Havoc following a near-fatal injury. Havoc fitted her with an assistive spine, restoring and enhancing her athletic abilities. As an operator, she specializes in utilizing tactical equipment to make surprise attacks, disrupting formations, and evading hazards. Her athleticism allows her to heat in and out of danger, complementing her disruptive prowess. Claire's tactical equipment consists of an emergency evasive device, which creates an anchor point to which Claire can drag herself back by a safety harness when activated. She can also use it to pull herself to safety if she's down while activating the device.
En operaciones, si te deletean, te puedes reanimar de nuevo. Mientras uno de tus compañeros te va cubriendo. Y vuelves de nuevo a la acción. Tiras la habilidad y mira. Te puedes quedar enganchado. Todo el mundo va a dejar de usar a Byron y al otro. Todo el mundo va a estar usando a Tempest. Créanme que sí.
So, she looks like a tough gal.
She looks really awesome to play. Now, gentlemen, can you maybe tell us a little bit more about this new operator?
Right. So her name is Claire, and she seems to be a fated rival for Luna. Before she was reportedly missing, apparently she's now back, and the first half operator we have in this game. And with an auxiliary spine, what happened to her and how did she end up with this? Players will have to figure it out in the game.
Such a big tease.
Yeah, we do know that she's very close tied to our this season's new story.
Cool. And can you tell us a bit more about her in terms of gameplay?
Yeah, definitely. So, Claire is an assault operator, and she's a sharp one. Thanks to her auxiliary spine, Claire can gain additional movement speeds whenever bullets are flying near hers, or whenever she performs a combat roll. And she can actually roll in 8 different directions. And she can also swim faster, as you can see in the video.
Yeah, that makes her incredibly helpful in heated combat. The kind of operator you'd want it to have in close range combat.
Yeah, and she also equipped with a charged gels, which can fire to attach to any hard surface and release electric shocks. You can unarm nearby enemies, including those behind walls, as you can see in the video.
Yes, and we also saw her using some kind of cable. What was that?
Oh, that's a good question. That's actually her emergency invasion device, which looks like a gas canisters, and it can deploy an anchor point to the safety cables. So when Claire reactivates the device or suffers fatal hits, they will pull Claire back to the anchor point. And when Claire being taken down, she can activate the auxiliary spinal defibrillators to self-revive. And if Claire's fails beyond a certain distance, the safety tethers will automatically trigger to a suspension mode.
Well, I'm sure that will trigger a lot of insurance companies.
Yeah, so that makes her exceptionally good at breaking through defenses and securing key entrance sections. So we want players feel more comfortable taking the initiative when playing as her.
I'm sure players will have a blast with her, and I can't wait to see all the highlight reels about her.
And she will be free to all players, right?
You bet it. And she can be unlocked in our free tier season pass.
That's really wonderful.
So what about our new toys?
New toys?
Oh, of course we got some new toys covered. For this update, we will introduce 2 new weapons. The first one is KC-17. It has a great range and high armor penetrations. It is really great for medium to long range. It's modulus, and lightweight designs allows you to maintain good mobilities while aiming.
That's really wonderful. And what about the second new toy?
We have compound bow, a great option for steals play with a style, and it supports different arrowheads in operations. So it provides a lot of awesome customization possibilities. And speaking of customizations, we also added several fun attachments for player to have fun with.
Speaking of fun, we do have just which we
con
talk
una sola
about
flecha
earlier,
te mataron.
Italian scooter, but for water travels.
Oh, that's a very nice one. And
de
because
las
like we're
motoras
adding
acuáticas.
jet in a future season, that's going to be the season after season break, so players will have even more choice of transportation in our game, and that's really, really very nice.
Well, it really is. Jet has been one of the most wanted feature from our community. I know Compound Bowl might feel a bit too humble for Warfare, so we are also adding something cool.
Yeah, the big guns.
The big guns.
We are adding WGM, the Wild Guided Missiles. It is a great choice to counter like vehicles. And also a great fit for our new Warfare map, which is built for wide vehicle plays and counters.
I like how things are just naturally coming together in this update.
Yes, with all this new content, I'm sure players will be having a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really satisfying with this kind of choice when you have it both on a vehicle and also as an infantry. It's just so convenient.
Yeah.
Like ordering Uber Eat for your enemy, but they don't get food, right? They get, the big gun here.
Yeah.
Right. With all that new content, I'm sure our players will be having a very good time with this new update, right?
Definitely.
That's really, really awesome. We have this wonderful, wonderful new toy players can choose to play in Warfare mode, and I'm just so excited to see what players can do with it. Now we have talked about who new stuff players can play. Now let's maybe also talk about new stuff that players can actually get, because we always love to spoil our players, and I'm pretty sure that's the same thing with this new season, right?
Yes, that's right. For this new season, we want to make sure the season pass is even more rewarding and engaging. Without spoiling what's ahead, the new season pass includes a legendary tier vehicle appearance. And of course, you can get the new operator for free by simply playing.
Right. And for players who really play for the Uber type, we do have something truly unique and shiny for the players to get. And for this new season, you might get a very interesting firearm appearance from Mandal breaks. And this is futurology. And this time we are taking the thing to weather. You can see hot sun, you can see severe cold and harsh rain and other options. There will also be a pretty interesting weather broadcast. And of course, this new collection will have exclusive inspection and, of course, tracer bullet effect.
To be honest, I want that thing. It looks so cool.
I think you speak for everyone on this table, brother.
Yeah, okay, so I do think we have one more thing to show, and that is Emollient Edge. After Fury Oil, we've got the second melee weapon from our boss. Only this time, we also want to focus on the story. We want to tell you a story about Delmalin, your security director in Bay City.
Even though I'm part of the team, I'm always amazed by how much work actually went into designing this.
Yeah, the team works really hard to make all of this design possible, and we hope our players will enjoy them.
And we are not the only team that's been working very hard. We have a lot of respectable peers from this industry which serve as great inspirations for us. And what we are going to show you is one of them. And we can't wait for you to see what we have prepared.
Vamos a ver qué más prepararon.
各位三角洲行动的干员们，以及明日方舟博士们，大家好，我是明日方舟制作人海猫洛河雾。这一天还是来了，很荣幸在这里宣布，三角洲行动与明日方舟的联动即将正式开启。本次将是一次为期4个月的单项联动，从下一个新版本开始，大家可能在三角洲行动中体验到许多明日方舟的联动内容。说到这儿啊，你们肯定有很多问题想问。 在前几天的联动预告视频下面，我就看到了不少留言在好奇这次联动是怎么促成的。其实呢，我也是一名三角洲行动的玩家，虽然平时比较忙，但是还是会偶尔抽出时间玩一玩。说不定之前啊，你在巴克什猛攻时，在巴别塔与你相遇的人就是我。不过真正促成本次合作的，还是因为屏幕前的你们。在这次合作之前，我就注意到有很多热情的玩家自发制作了不少伪联动的视频，不仅很用心，也非常有创意，并且我们双方的项目组同学也很有合作的意愿。就在这样一个水到渠成的氛围下，三角洲行动的制作人老朋友 Shadow 主动联系了我，我们两边进行了一些沟通，终于促成了本次联动的实现。说了这么多啊，还是先请大家一起来看看这次联动的短片吧。
Vamos a ver la colaboración. Una nueva skin para el médico, para Luna, para Toxi, para ellos tres.
Really, guys? It's just a video game.
No snacks or anything?
Should I bring the whole restaurant over for you?
All right, let me show you how it's done.
Con esa gente son los que ellos van a colaborar.
刚刚在视频里出现的是本次联动中4位三角洲行动的干员，这4位啊是我们一起挑选出的联动干员哦。此外还有一个小惊喜，就是他们每人在三角洲行动中都将拥有一套联动限定外观，还请各位干员敬请期待。他们会和明日方舟中的哪几位干员进行联动呢？接下来就把时间交回给现场吧。那么在今天的直播现场，三角洲行动的项目组同学们也会为大家带来更多联动相关的详细信息。
Vamos a ver.
So, what we hear is Arknight.
Yeah.
Feels really good that we can finally talk about it right now. And Arknight is a
Con esas son las personas que se van a colaborar, con ellos van a colaborar para esos 4 personajes.
Yeah, well, we're really thrilled to announce that Delta Force will be working with the Arknight team to bring some of their most iconic characters to Delta Force, as players will be able to unlock character appearance inspired by Arknight characters. Let's maybe say some,
Vamos a ver.
Well, it's not every day I have guests. You don't mind if I clean up a bit, right?
La nueva skin del médico. Se ve muy guapa, muy guapa. No es Call of Duty, créanme.
So the first one we have here is Stinger. Your medic. And it is a so his executor themed appearance as a sniper operator. Executor from Arknight, who also uses gun as his weapon. So inspired by his Arknight's outfit, Titleist Code. And we've designed this suit for Stinger. Time to show more about Stinger's elegance. And that is not all, as Luna will also get Arknight themed appearance. We've chosen Schwartz, who has a similar combat style to Luna. Inspired by her Skyline outfit, Luna has got a brand new uniform, adding the recently developed reflective coating. And of course, this appearance also elevates her in-game visual experience.
Maybe
Problemas técnicos de ellos allá.
Objective captured.
Luna.
Maybe I should consider her advice.
No se parece a ella, se parece a la hacker, pero ahí.
Let me see. Where are are you? Watch out. This position looks good. Interesting advice. I like it.
Me gusta, se ve muy, pero muy guapa la de Luna también.
That looks really awesome.
Yeah.
And as we've shown in the trailer, there will be 2 more operators getting their Arknight themed look in Delta Force. And coming next, we will have Toxic. Because for Toxic, we have
Esa es la de
designed
la
her
Toxic.
appearance
Tiene dos.
based on
Le
Extraction,
pintaron el
one
pelo
of the
rojo.
operators, accompanying Arknight's doctor from the beginning.
La
We
de
found
Toxic
quite
viene
a
el
lot of
15 de
similarities
agosto
between
a
Zoya
septiembre
and this
28.
very iconic character. With the midnight delivery appearance, hope we can just recreate a different side of Toxic to our players. And of course, we will be bringing Arknight
Esta es la de la
looks
hacker.
to High Cloud. And here is
septiembre
the
26
concept
al
art which we have been
noviembre
working on, and we
10.
hope you will like what we are working on right now. We will review her final full design together with Toxic soon, so please stay tuned and make sure you follow Delta Force on, well, social media.
Yo las quiero
Hey,
las
that's
cuatro.
my line. Don't steal my line. Anyways, besides a character collaboration mentioned above, you will also experience so much more about Arknights in Delta Force, including collab exclusive interactive items. We've also given away tons of collab exclusive rewards for free, such as weapon appearance, and speaking of weapon appearance, who doesn't love that? And also charms, collectibles, and also avatar, spray pans, and so much more. All the little things you want to value. And also one more thing, we did plan some intriguing Easter eggs in game, and we can't wait to see what you'll find out. And do tell us if you find out anything on social media, because we'll find you. We got our eyes on you.
Yeah, all in good manners.
Yes. Well, look at this great weapon pairs.
3 almas.
And they're all for free.
Hay 3 almas, la CAR 15, la M4A1 y la G3. Perfect.
3.
Yeah. Oh, this is an iconic one.
Yeah.
Esto es en septiembre,
Perfect time to jump in.
julio,
Yes.
julio y julio.
Right, but also just please make sure you follow us on social media, because that's where you will find the most up-to-date stuff about Delta Force. And we are really humbled by this collaboration, and we hope you will like it. We do have some more in stock for future collab presenting even more genres and cultures, but we will be talking about them when the time is right.
Colaboraciones para
Yes,
futuro.
and I think it's about time that we touch upon a hot topic, which Sammy mentioned before, a often requested issue from our community, and that is anti-cheating, something we do take very seriously. And we do want to share that from April to June, we've banned over 150k 50k cheaters, and some of them are banned for 10 years, and that's what we really want to do, to ban the cheaters who are really harming the gaming environment. And our security team has been tireless hunting down these cheaters on daily basis, and we won't stop until we weed out the last of one of them. And when it comes to security improvements, we've got a monitor mechanism that can tell cheaters from average players based on their profile machine code, where we can intervene early on. Simply put, once a cheater, always marked. And we've got eyes on you, cheaters.
not in good manner this time. I hope.
Yes, no.
Good,
not at
good.
all.
That's wonderful. And also, I believe there is another question from our community, and I believe it is best addressed by our game director Shadow, who will be having a sweet and special message for all of you who have been waiting.
Here's a man.
Ahora va a hablar Shadow.
大家好，我是 Shadow， 非常高兴 Delta Force 规模非常大的新赛季即将推出，也特别期待大家的反馈。关于大家一直想要的主机版本，我们一直在努力的在做准备。今天终于有一个好消息会告诉大家 ，Delta Force 的主机版本将在8月19日正式推出，会登陆 PS5、Xbox 并且是免费游玩的。黑鹰坠落也会作为免费 DLC 推出。再过几个小时，我们的主机版本的商店页面即将开放请大家记得把我们添加进入心愿单。同时呢，我们也会推出一个超值的主机平台的礼包，然后现在购买可以在主机上线的时候获取。我们也将在7月份开启主机平台的先点进入测试，请大家关注我们的官网和各大的官方社区。我们也将在陆续发布一些招募的一些指引，欢迎大家来体验，也希望大家多多给我们提一些反馈意见，我们会对这些反馈意见做出很好的优化和修改。同时呢 ，Delta Force 是我们团队的第一款的跨端产品，也是我们首次在主机平台上的尝试。我们的团队花费了非常多的时间和心力，然后我们希望能够把产品打磨好。和大家见面，也感谢大家一直在耐心的等待和支持，我们会继续努力，会打磨好我们的主机版本。除此之外，我还想给大家带来一些全球电竞的新消息。今年呢，我们将举办首届的 Delta Force 烽火地带的全球总决赛，来自8大赛区的顶级战队将在烽火地带的战场上角逐首个全球的总冠军头衔。各个赛区的预选赛也将逐步的开展，每一位玩家都有机会参与。更多的消息请关注我们的官方社区。最后，我想真心的感谢所有的玩家在社区里面给我们反馈了非常多有价值的意见，也一起创作了很多有趣的话题和内容。过去几个月，我们看到了非常多各种各样充满创造力和想象力的作品，不断的在社区里面出现。整个团队其实是非常喜欢，也非常开心的，也期待有更多的一些内容在社区里面出现。谢谢大家，让我们一起打造更好的 Delta Force。
So, console community, where you at? It's happening, and now we're finally locked and loaded for consoles.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this moment for a very long time, and we couldn't be more grateful for your patience and support. And we are so excited to finally bring Delta Force to console for our players.
And I'm really excited for the tournament. We had such a blast with ACL back in May, and can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, and even more teams will be competing these times. I'm really looking forward to it.
Esto es Delta Force de una invitación. Eso es en China. Todo el mundo. Eso es en septiembre. Yo voy a participar. A ver si me lo gano y me voy para China.
So, starting on July 12th, the regional qualifying registrations in 8 competitive regions were opened for all players. We will have a total prize pool for $500,000 as Delta Force in invitational grand finale will happen in Hangzhou September.
That means even more good times ahead for Delta Force and our community. I think that's everything for today. We do have a very meaty update, and we do have a very nice chat, staying with us for today. But before we go, we want to make sure you all feel happy and you walk away from this stream with plenty of great stuff in Delta Force. So make sure you grab this code and redeem it in Delta Force before it's gone for good in 48 hours. So make sure you redeem right over there.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss out on that.
Don't miss it. So remember, the new season is coming to Delta Force on July 8th or 9th, depending on where you're from.
Yeah, and we are introducing Prison Break to Delta Force with tight prisons. So get ready for some actions, puzzles, and killer lasers.
You can also swim and dive in this new map, and that's not all, because you can do so with Cyclone, new warfare map, and featuring first time ever dynamic weather in Delta Force, and improvements to Victory Unite.
And also a new operator, Claire, joins the ranks together with 2 new weapons, jet ski, wire-guided missiles.
Gente, para consolas de nueva generación, Play 5, Xbox Series X y S, sale en agosto 19. Solamente para nueva generación. Para que lo sepan. Ya, preocupaciones quitadas, ya, para consola, el día 19 de agosto. Eso está ahí a la vuelta de la esquina.
And new battle pass to make your play even more rewarding.
And with these new seasons, we are introduced the first IP crossover to Delta Force. Players will be able to unlock Arknight's inspired character appearance in Delta Force, giving Smee, Luna, Zoya, and Toxis in a new look.
We have some good news for console players as well. Delta Force will release on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X as on August 19th. You can wish this game starting tomorrow, and we will be offering a pretty awesome pre-order package with deep discount you don't want to miss out.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us. Thank you again for staying with Delta Force. We hope you have enjoyed today's stream.
Bueno, mi gente, eso es todo lo que viene para la nueva season y lo más esperado para consolas, pero vuelvo y aclaro, para consolas de nueva generación, no para la generación anterior. Play 5, Xbox X y S, el 19 de agosto. Mi gente, si te gustó el video, me gustaría que le regalaras un like, suscríbete si no te has suscrito, activa la campanita y nos vemos en la próxima. Chau, chau.